Hey, how's it going? I was at the movies last night to watch Pirates of the Caribbean for On Stranger Tides, and about a week before that, I was in that same theater complex to see Thor. Now, during the intermission between films, Consolidated Theaters here in Hawaii. I don't know about anywhere on the mainland, but here in Hawaii, they air ads for various products and companies between the films. And I'll admit I'm irritated by it. I mean, I get enough commercials, TV, internet, all different kinds of. I mean, you can't even read comic books anymore without an ad showing up there somewhere in the middle of the comic book. But most of the ads are just they just go right past me. Car companies, cell phone companies, attorneys. But I noticed an ad before the Thor movie came up, like a week ago, for a new social networking site called AboutMe247. Now, I saw the ad; it seemed interesting, but when the movie started, I pretty much forgot. I intended to check out the site later when I got home, but I just forgot. And last night, as I was sitting waiting for Pirates to start, I saw the ad again. So this time I had a notebook with me. I wrote down visit About Me 24/7 website. And so I visited the site just actually a few minutes ago. Before making this video, I went over to that site and I tried to browse around to see what's in there. It doesn't seem to really let you do that. Now, maybe there was some different page I could have gone to just look around and see what's there. You get a description of what is in the site on a list on the sign-in page. Like all these things are featured in the site, and it asks you for a username, email address, password, your name, and then you go to step two, asks you to upload a profile picture. After you do that, you have to sign into your account again with the username and password that you chose. Well, once I did all that and I got into the site, I I'll be honest with you, I'm not impressed. The commercial that aired in the theater made it seem like About Me 24/7 was like the oh my god time of social networking sites. That you had this thing of, wow, my god, this might be something big. This might be the networking site that does to Facebook what Facebook did to MySpace, relegating it to the back alleys of the internet kind of thing. Well, I don't think so. Now, most social networking sites that I have seen, they have a very easy way for you to find out if your friends are on the site. You allow the system access to your email account or an email account that you give the system access to. It goes through address book and it searches for all these addresses, the email addresses, in its own list of accounts. And it shows you a list of all the people from your address book that have accounts in that network. That saves a lot of time rather than having to copy and paste everyone's email address in the search bar, which is what About Me 24/7 makes you do. You would have to type in or copy paste email addresses and click search. So if you have a small group of friends, it's a little bit easier than if you have a large group of friends. Unless you just want to copy and paste all these email addresses and put them in the search engine and click search and hope that somebody that you know is on the site. So it doesn't make it easy to find your friends. So not having the inclination to copy and paste the 200 or so email addresses that are in my address book and not knowing the site beyond its ad that was played in the commercial at Consolidated Theaters, I didn't want to share any kind of personal information with them, even if they asked me to. So I just typed in generic names to see who I could find. I typed in the name John. If I did that at Facebook or MySpace, I would have had hundreds of results come up. About Me 24/7 has 5 people named John with accounts. Wow. I typed in other names: Barry, Julia, generic names just off the top of my head. There's nobody named Barry over there, so if your name is Barry, now's the time for you to get in the ground floor and sign up at About Me 24/7, because you will be the first Barry, and I'm the first Dwayne. So everyone else, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I did manage to find a profile for one of the people who appears to be on the staff, or at least working with the site. Um, he has all of 6 friends, which is more than anyone else that whose profile I actually managed to locate. One of his friends is the only other person from Hawaii I could find on that networking site, and she has 4 friends. I'm just going through the site thing like, so what? There's no groups. Now, if you go to Facebook or MySpace or whatever, you could find other people with similar interests to your own, similar religions, similar hometowns, similar sport activity. Just type in the name of your favorite sport or whatnot, and you'll find groups and people who are interested in it, and it's the easiest thing in the world to connect with people. About Me 24/7 doesn't have that either. No. I mean, it's really, this is not brand new, by the way. This is not something that just showed up in like the last month. There are people with accounts there from 2010. So it's now almost June of 2011. So the site's been there at least 6 months. Now, I found, I believe, an account there from November of 2010, and the membership is just not growing. I mean, if you were to search for all of your friends in their search engine, chances of you finding someone that you actually know are are, are so small. They're just minute. You might as well stay with Facebook or MySpace. You have a better luck finding your friends in MySpace than you do at About Me 24/7. And you have, of course, obviously a much better chance of finding them on Facebook because everyone seems to be going there. And I just thought, well, you know what? People might sign up for it. It's not gonna, if it doesn't cost them any money, they'll sign up just out of curiosity. I mean, they get home like I did, get home from the theater and sign up just to see what the hell's going on. But the thing is that About Me 24/7 does intend to charge people money to use the site. They intend to bill people $4.99 a month to give them access to all of the site's features, whatever those features might happen to be, because you really can't tell with the basic account. And on their frequently asked questions page, the question was posted, why should people pay to use your site when they can use all these other sites for free? I mean, case in point, YouTube, also Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. I mean, all these sites, they don't cost you any money. But they think that they can, apparently About Me 24/7 has it in their head that they can get all these features together, and because they have all these features and you'll only need to have one account with them, that they can justify charging you like what, almost $5, $5 a month. That would make more sense if they had even as many features as MySpace does, or Bebo, or or even Yahoo. I mean, they hardly seem to have anything. They have like breaking news, they have MP3 players, other really cool stuff, but there really doesn't seem to be anything that would make you really want to become a part of the site. And absolutely nothing there that you would feel inclined to spend your money on. I mean, yeah, $5 is probably not, gonna kill anybody, but why spend that $5 if you can have an account on Facebook or even MySpace or hell, even Bebo, for crying out loud? I just don't. the ads that Consolidated Theater played for these people were really flashy and made it seem like this is like the greatest thing since canned beer and sliced bread, but this appears to be all flash. There's nothing there to make you want to leave whatever other social networking site you're on to go there and become a member. There is almost no one there when you get there. That your friends are there and you'll be there too, and it's going to be so cool that you'll all be in the same like social networking site together. That's not the case. None of my friends are about me 24/7. Nobody I know is on that site. And I'm not, some hermit living in a cave somewhere. But I mean, despite the rather, large number of people that I am, one, friends with, and two, acquainted with in some way, none of them have a site there. None of them have a profile. So why should I sign up? And let alone, why should I pay you $5 a month? There's no reason for that. So that's my take on About Me 24/7. They make like they're, I guess, going to be the future of social networking. The site's been around for at least 6 months. There hardly appears to be anyone there. I would be surprised if they have 100 people signed up as members right now. And they have no way for you to connect with people of similar interests or locations as yourself. It's hard to find people that you know there. So there's really no reason to sign up for an account with About Me 24/7. I think that this will be one of those social networking sites that gets started, get big plans, doesn't amount to a goddamn thing. Now, I will admit that I could be wrong. I could be way off base, and 5 years from now, Facebook and MySpace and all these other social networking sites will be, articles on Wikipedia of social networking sites that don't exist anymore, and the only one we'll be thinking about will be About Me 24/7, and we'll all be gladly paying our $5 a month to be members. But right now, I don't see that happening. Okay, so if you see the ad, you get a little bit curious about signing up for About Me 24/7, don't bother. I did it for you, saved you a lot of time, and I saved you $5 a month. Anyway, this is Fixed Gear 808. You take care.